Hello, I'm Shauna. I'm passionate about pages, and today I have these very elegant cards to share with you. These are one of the recent additions to our kit collection, the ones that come in these gorgeous little boxes. You get full colour instructions come with them, and then everything you need to make the cards is in here. Adhesives, all the layers, gorgeous little decorative envelopes, more envelopes. They're designed to be thank you cards, and the thank yous are written in 4 different languages, but I wanted to use them for cards for my team, congratulating them on achievements. So I simply turned these over and heat embossed my own sentiment on the back. So that's always an option if you want them for something other than thanks. Look at the gorgeous texture on that paper, isn't it nice? And then there's some gold foiling on the shapes. You get all of the card bases. There's enough to make 8 cards in here. Really pretty. But I wanted to show you what I did with some of the other cards. So these ones I made exactly as described, and they're just stuck down with the tape that comes in the box, and that's my sentiment that I heat embossed. Pretty, huh? So let me show you. This then is the beginning one of that. This one is this card, but I have added a thin frame of gold foil paper around it, just for a different look. And they are cut using one of our newest products. How pretty are these? These are called textured note dies. And if you loved the Spotlight on Nature circles, you're going to really love these because they're the same idea. So each frame cuts a solid piece of gold, but you can do what I did, washi tape a couple of them together, and then it will cut 2 at once and create just a thin border that you can use for your cards. Next up, I had a little play with blending brushes, adding colour into the centre of the flower and onto the background of the card. Doing that helps to make this white panel stand out a little bit. And then the 4th card I made, I also used the blending brushes, but this time I added the blue onto the rectangle, and I went really, really lightly around the outside of the flower and the leaves. So 4 different looks that were quick and easy to achieve. Then for the 2nd card in the set, this is what we started with. This one I just added some pen work on the corners, and I did a really light blending brush blue behind where the shapes sit on the card. Next up, I used the bit that was left over after cutting that frame for the other one. I'd started with a 3.5 inch wide piece of paper, and when I cut the frame out, this was left over, and it was just the perfect size to pop behind the images and just anchor them, frame them. And then the very last one that I did, I combined blending and some of the gold. This was one of the smaller frames, and so just cutting it at the corners and spreading it to fill the card. Blended on top of the leaves and around the edges of the circles. So you have, lots of different ways, and I think, when you buy this kit and you start playing with it, you will come up with lots of creative ways to work with it. It's a great opportunity to pull out any of your gold papers or embellishments if you want to add layers to these ones. I do know of a few ladies who have used it as the thank you set and made up multiples of it for things like sending out after a wedding or a major birthday, something like that, because they come together so quickly if you keep it just to the basic design. So if you like these, you will find them on the Passionate About Pages website, and they're in the kits section along with many, many other card kit options. Enjoy!